Well, like the basic definition of metrosexuality is an urban male who takes a lot of time and on his aesthetic appearance.
A metrosexual is young urban men who have a lot of money to spend, who are concerned about the way they look, about their image, who in a sense have lost some sort of sense of or no longer connect with older images of masculinity and are looking for new ways to define themselves.
It is a phenomenon of cities. It doesn't happen too much in the doesn't happen too much in the outback.
I think women expect it of men these days, that they can look after their appearance to be successful, to promote a successful image.
For metrosexuality or anything like that, it's not all about your outward appearance, and it's more about feeling good about yourself, and so that's why I go to the gym a lot. I just decided to do hip hop just because it's different, and it's not monotonous or anything. So you learn just something different, new every week and everything. So it's not just your weight training or anything like that.
I think girls do appreciate a certain amount of effort that a guy puts into his dress. I don't think a girl, you couldn't, broaden it, but I think a lot of girls appreciate, men that still retain some sort of, masculinity, I suppose, if you'd call it.
I find putting on the makeup and things like that a little bit of a turn off. I find that a little bit strange. But guys who look after themselves definitely isn't a turn off.
I think men are becoming much more embodied people. In the old days, they were simply their physicality was kind of linked to their vocation. They were working men or they were sportsmen, and so their identities were very limited to the things they did. And I think more and more, in an increasingly aestheticised and visualised culture, men are beginning to define themselves more through image and through their body and how they express the body. And of course the market's been quick to pick up that. Hence the proliferation of advertisements for men, targeting men, hence the proliferation of products specifically designed for men. And it basically creates the image for their consumers to identify with.
What do you think about this blue one?
I like this shirt. I really like the stripes and the colors and everything. The only problem is, I think, for me, because I'm a darker skin tone, if I wore this shirt, it probably wouldn't match well for me. Certainly for a guy with a lighter skin tone, it's probably match well for him, but just not for me.
Okay, but the black one there.
Certainly this one, really nice. I mean, since it's black works well for me since I'm a darker skin tone. And I love the stripes, especially with the pink undertone here. So I can match this a lot with, little bright colors and even wear like a pink tie with it.
I think men that put in heaps of effort but don't look like they're putting heaps of effort is a turn on. But when you go a little over the top and you look very arrogant, turn off.
Your personal appearance is a reflection of who you are inside. If you're maintaining yourself physically and fashionably, then you're going to obviously take care of yourself and other aspects of your life.
I suppose I like it. I suppose yes.
Nice.
I no longer associate a nice clean-cut man with a gay man. That's sad for gay men and for heterosexual men,
It's not necessarily an image that has specific sexual connotations. In fact, gay and straight men can be metrosexuals.
My sister knew what metrosexuality was. My parents had no clue what it meant. And the term metrosexual, just because of the sexual part, they automatically assumed it was, about, sexual preference, about being gay or anything like that. I was like, oh, no.
I think metrosexuality, if it's a thing of today and it's what the guy, is actually into, I think that's fine. It shows he takes an interest in himself, and if he's happy being like that and it's not affecting anyone else or interfering with anyone else's life, good on them, I say.
I would say that women are enjoying that men are taking care of their appearances, However, they don't want a guy who's fussier than they are
Can I have
and
your name,
spends
Harold?
and spends longer in the bathroom than they do. I think they'd still like to feel like the woman in the relationship.
Just like someone that's boyish and, you know, a little bit rough around the edges,
If they look
I
too
reckon.
feminine, I think, you know,
Yeah,
it's just...
and also if he looks better than me, it's a bit of competition, really. Yeah.
I think that it will probably be a fad. I don't think it'll last for a long time. I hope that men will take on some of these tips and these characteristics and how to dress well. But I don't think it's going to stay because it's fashion and it never stays. It's always a cycle. And there'll be a backlash against this feminine dress where the cool thing will then to be totally disheveled and scruffy.
Metrosexuality is more of a lifestyle than a trend. So I don't think you could put a lifestyle as a trend because being metrosexual, having this lifestyle, I think this lifestyle will never go away.
I mean, in the end, it can be a very superficial labelling of something, but I think what it does, however, is indicate the deeper changes that are occurring in society at the moment around men's roles, around their identities, around notions of masculinity and sexuality, and these certainly are deeper and more meaningful things that have occurred.
Well, I'd hope that it wasn't a turn on or a turn off. You know? I hope that a girl would pick a guy for who he is and not how much money he spends on product or clothes, because otherwise I'd be in trouble.